So, um, trying to set this up here. I only got a couple minutes today, about 20 minutes or so. Many of you know already that I've been studying for my contractor's test. Hopefully I get to do that real soon. Hopefully I take the test 2-3 months from now. We'll see. I still have to study more. I'm gonna be honest. I have to study way more. Hey Eduardo, good to hear from you. Austin, Texas, man. I had a buddy of mine who just he moved from New York. He's originally from Texas. He moved back. I want to say San Antonio, but I've heard Austin's beautiful too. I haven't been to. I guess to Texas, I've only been to San Antonio and Austin, but yeah, man, that's awesome. That's awesome. And Pierre, yeah, so that's trying to get my, yeah, as I mentioned, trying to get my license. We'll see how that goes. Some of you have asked about merch. To be honest, when it comes to merch, I'm completely clueless to that, but they did say that if I were to create hoodies and a hat, then they would purchase it. I think I'm probably gonna do the hat first. We'll see. But yeah, thank you, Pierre. Thank you. From what I understand, and I think as more people come, I'm gonna go over some questions from the contractor's test. I don't mind sharing it with you guys. But the contractor's test, in a couple requirements is you have to provide a social security and then 4 years of work experience and a contractor. Now they don't necessarily have to sign you off, but it is better if they do sign you off. But you would have to like report your, because you're working for yourself, and they might ask for more information. So it's better to have it signed off, a qualifier, they call it a qualifier, someone qualifying you. But you have two portions to the test. You have the trade and the business. The trade, I think I'm going to do okay. The business, I think I'm going to have a hard time. So, and Giovanni, yeah, thank you. Yeah, you're in the process too. You know what? We just got to go for it, right? And worst case scenario, even if you fail, at least in California, you got to send at least to the Contractors Board of Association, you got to send about $450. After you take the test and pass, then you have to pay $250 if you're a sole proprietor, or if you're non-sole, which is in my case, I'm an S corp, I would have to pay $350. So it's altogether $800, but you pay $450 right away, and then the $350 later on when you pass it and keep it activated and keep the license active, because you can keep the license active or inactive. And I'm still kind of trying to see if I'm going to keep it active or inactive. I'm going to be sticking more to the teaching, the YouTube, the school where I work at, not so much contracting, but I might get some side jobs, so I might keep it active. I'm not too sure yet. But Javier, I learned HVAC. I don't own my own HVAC company. Do I want to? I don't know. They say that you need a good accountant and a good lawyer when it comes to owning your own HVAC company, but there's nothing wrong with owning it. It's just, it's a company. You got to keep it alive. There's a lot of work, and I just like the teaching aspect of HVAC, but I might get into building automation installation, at least initially. We'll see what the future holds, one thing at a time, right? But so, and you're welcome. Yeah, it's my pleasure to share the videos. I'm gonna post a video if I have time tonight. I'll post a video on inverters. It's a very basic video on inverters, how you can check 3 things on it: hertz, AC voltage, and resistance. So I'm gonna go ahead and post that. I'm probably gonna end up posting it tomorrow. I've had a long day, and it's just been hard. Yeah, it's been hard trying to do all the things that I have to, but and then I got to be ready for the evening class. But thankfully, right now we're just gonna go over our last day for heating. I'm gonna go over wall heaters with them. But thank you, Pierre. Yeah, I think I love to teach. So if you love something, you're never going to work, right? That saying, you never go to work, and that's why, if you do teach, you gotta take time off. You gotta get a hobby, because teaching's good. It's about work, but you gotta have a hobby. You gotta have a life after HVAC. So are you guys ready for the contractor questions? I'm gonna go over a couple here. Specifically, I'm gonna go over let me see, the trade portion. Not so much the business portion, but the trade portion. So if you're studying, there we go. It was freezing up a bit. So if you're starting to do your C-20, I'm gonna go over some trade questions right now. And even if you're not, it's good for you to know, right? A good procedure for a no heat call. Yeah, that would be definitely good. I can work on. I think I'm gonna start working on troubleshooting on service calls. I do have a video. I do have three videos. One on a 90%er, and then I have 2 videos on an 80%er that I did about 10 months ago. You can check those out. If not, if you just want to know where to check, which I kind of go over that, but it is a long video. I get that. I can perhaps work on that. On that video. So, first question: how are residential furnace blower motors classified? Okay, how are residential furnace blower motors classified? How? So you got 4 things. Okay, 4 answers: by torque. Hey friends. Sorry about that. By torque, by horsepower, by starting method, or by speed. Okay. So how are residential furnace blower motors classified? How are they? Okay, let me see. So what do you think? Residential furnace blower motors classified by torque, horsepower, starting method, or speed? What do you guys say? Hey, Adrian, good to hear from you. Good to hear from you, man. So the answer is by starting method. That's the answer. So how are residential furnace blower motors classified? They are classified according to their starting method. They can start split phase, permanent split capacitor, shaded pole, or capacitor start. You're probably gonna run into permanent split capacitor motors, PSCs, right? You need a capacitor to start the motor, but that's how they're classified, by their starting method. All right, what's another one? This is a kind of a easy one here. What is the first thing you should do before removing a contactor? What is the first thing you should do before removing a contactor? Replace the coil, clean the terminals, disconnect the power supply, or adjust the pressure connector. That's crazy. The D, the last one, that's funny. So if you said, Pierre, you got it right, you disconnect the power supply, because if you're gonna remove a contactor, disconnect power supply. That's it, right? That's not a hard question, and that's common sense. I heard, unless it's the business portion. The business portions, there's certain days, things that you got to remember. But with the actual, hey Miguel, good to see you. The actual trade, a lot of it is kind of common sense. Let's go to the other one, okay? This one is interesting. This one kind of got me a bit. A junction box used for joining wires may be made of A, porcelain, B, metal, C, plastic, or D, all of the above. So porcelain, metal, plastic, or all of the above. What's the correct answer on this one? This one, I was gonna put metal, right, as the correct answer. So I have the correct answers here as well. But the correct answer is a D, all of the above. So it says most are made of metal, but they can be made of the other materials mentioned. So it's all. But you see that got me. So everything HVAC are Pierre, you guys got it right. Yeah, you see, I would have gotten that one wrong. You see, we don't know everything. We all have, we have to continue learning, but that's okay. That's okay. This one's interesting too. What is the purpose of a heat anticipator in a furnace? What is the purpose of a heat anticipator in a furnace? A, turns furnace off. B, so the first one is turn furnace on, right? On. B, turn furnace off. C, assists in controlling temperature. Or D, acts as an overcurrent protective device. So which one is it? Purpose of a heat anticipator in a furnace. So you got it right. GBT bot is probably a bot, but Hugo, you got it right. It's C, assist in controlling temperature. A heat anticipator is a small resistor connected in series with the switch inside the thermostat. It reduces the operating differential of the system by turning it off in advance of the actual set temperature. And I have seen this. I have seen it, not too much, but I have seen it a couple of times. But you don't really see that as much. But the answer is C. Heat anticipator, assist in controlling temperature. I would assume the answer would be there, right? Anticipates the heat. I would have chosen that one. A cable, this is the other one. A cable contains a black wire, a white wire, and a smaller uncoated copper wire. What should you do with the uncoated copper wire? Ground it, splice it, cut it off, or insulate it? What's the answer for that one? Right, so it is your ground, right? So if you said ground it, that's it. That's the answer. The ground wire doesn't necessarily have to come, insulated. Sometimes I've seen, usually they have the green insulated portion and then it comes out as copper, but I've seen some houses where the ground wire is all bare, but the answer is you ground the uncoated copper wire. Oh, this is a good one here. Okay, here we go. When hooking up two fans in parallel, where should the thermostatic bulb be placed? Or TXV bulb, right? On the outlet of the evaporator suction line, near the return air, near the suction line, near the evaporator. So on the outlet of the evaporator suction line, near the return air, near the suction line, or near the evaporator. Where are you going to put that TXV on hooking up two fans in parallel? Which one is it? Yep, if you put A, that's it. So you would have assumed it would be maybe evaporator, but it's on the outlet of the evaporator on the suction line. Your TXV, your bulb, you want to see what's going on in the evaporator. So the sensitive bulb must go after the evaporator so it can adjust and maintain superheat. But it's all right, Pierre. You'll be surprised the ones that I got wrong. They're so easy and I got them wrong. I think what threw me off is the fact that it said hooking up two fans in parallel. So for me, I just I have to go back to reading the question again. This one got me too, and that's what I'm gonna study more. What makes the best insulator? What is the best? Justin, likewise. Nice to know you as well. What's the best insulator? A good, what is it? What makes the best insulator? A, lightweight material with many air pockets. B, lightweight material with no air pockets. C, heavy material with many air pockets. Or D, heavy material with no air pockets. So what makes the best insulator? So two of the answers are lightweight material, but one has a lot of air pockets, the other one does not. The other one is a heavy material, but it has many air pockets, the other one does not. So let me see. What is it? So the best insulator is A, a lightweight material with many air pockets. That's the answer. A good insulating material should be lightweight and contain many air pockets. It is not dense. So the answer was A. I got this one wrong though. I'm gonna put it out there. When I was going through this, I got it wrong. So I gotta study more for this. Okay, I got two more questions, and then we can open it up to discussion before I have to leave. I'm gonna try to do this every Thursday. Wednesday if I can. Wednesday I usually shoot some content and try to and I have to edit all the content too, so it's a little harder, but here we go. Here we go with this one. What does SEER stand for? SEER. What does SEER stand for? A super energized electric resistor. B, safety exhaust expansion radiator. C, super energy efficiency ratio. Or D, seasonal energy efficiency ratio. So right away, at least for me, I'm thinking about C or D, right? Because energy efficiency ratio, it's the same, but if you said D, you got it right. D is the answer. So it stands for seasonal energy efficiency ratio. So a lot of your mini splits are very high in SEER. So that's why they can save you a lot of energy. But yeah, SEER, seasonal energy efficiency ratio. Two more questions here. How are fuses rated? Okay. How are fuses rated? A, ohms. B, watts. C, amps. Or D, kilowatts. So ohms, A, watts, amps, kilowatts. So which one? Okay, Giovanni, good job. You know what? I think you're ready for the contractor's test, man. You're gonna pass. The answer is amps. They're rated by amps. And you got a different type of fuses, right? You got the ones that right away trip, and you got the other ones that are by temperature related. So it takes a little bit for them to trip. So that kind of makes sense, right? Because for the equipment that we work on, you have that inrush saturated current. So right away you pull a lot of current, and your fuse doesn't trip right away, right? So it's good that it's temperature based, and some of them. But so this is the last one here. Using an oversized fuse will affect the circuit by reducing protection, increasing protection, less current will flow in the circuit, or no effect. So if you oversize the fuse, it will affect the circuit by reducing protection, A, increasing protection, less current in the circuit, or no effect. So good, Hugo, good job. If you put A, if you oversize the fuse, reduce protection, because let's say the max fuse rating for a package unit is 30 amps, okay? 30 amps. And it tells you got to put a 30 amp fuse, run a 10 gauge wire, and you put a 40 or 50 amp fuse. If that system pulls more than 30, you just put in 50 amp fuses. Nothing's going to shut off the unit. So you're going to reduce protection. So that was the question. That was one of the last question I wanted to go over. Can you make a new Daikin rooftop unit troubleshooting? You know, to be honest, I really want to work on these units. I think, if I recall the name, and you're probably here, I think your name was Manny. Manny, I'm still open to going to the University of Northridge to check out those VRFs. And if that doesn't work out, that's okay. We're actually, we took part of a heat pump program, so we're getting we already got a hyper heat pump mini split. These heat pumps are able to operate when temperatures outside are 20 degrees. So, and it's cool how they work. Hopefully that mini inverter video that I post up gives you an idea. It's very basic what I'm going to be posting, but it gives you an idea how mini splits work. And then we're getting another mini split with a service tool, and we can connect it to the TV. Can't wait to work on that, because I'll be able to read the electronic expansion valves, the steps, and see how the algorithm works for a mini split. So that would be nice. It's just hard getting a VRF system. They're expensive. they're very hard to come by. Gifting it, I mean, just even buy one that's cheap, so we can work on it. It's hard. It's really hard. So, um, let me see here. It's telling me to do here. So that's the point. So, um, make me a mod. What do you mean by mod? I'm sorry. I'm probably not understanding that question. Make me a mod. MOD. But VRF. So I appreciate that, Pierre. Thank you. That means a lot. I just go. It goes back to my experience going to a bad school or a school where I didn't learn enough, and I just, man, I'm trying to save you guys headaches, and I don't know everything, but I feel like I can give something to you guys that can benefit you, and you're trying to make a living for your family. You're trying to do service calls, fix equipment. Why not? Why not? I'm not a gatekeeper, right? I'm happy in extending knowledge to everyone. Reversing valve, okay, that sounds good, Hugo. I do have a video on a heat pump, but it doesn't go specifically. It goes over the reversing valve, but I can spend a little bit more time. Moderator. Oh, okay, that's what it is. Abigail, can you make me a mod? Okay, I guess. I wonder how I can do that. I don't know how I can make you a moderator. Yeah, I don't have too many mean people here. We got some, not too many, but the majority of you guys are awesome and cool. So I appreciate that. Um, so let me see. So if you guys have any other ideas for videos, go ahead and, because I will be disconnecting in like a couple minutes right now. I have to go back to the evening class, but um, the day, what times and days are the, so on that note, on the classes we have Monday through, so we have the next 2 weeks off because of Christmas and New Year's, but it's Monday through Thursday from 8:30 to 12 p.m. for morning classes, and then Monday through Thursday from 6 to 8:30 p.m. for the evening class. So Monday through Thursday in the morning, I am here every day. Monday, and then for the evening class, I'm only here twice during the 4 week class. It would be hard for me to do 4 in the morning, 4 in the night. I would burn out, or I mean, it's not too sustainable. But I was about to bring out the online class. I am in the works of creating a website where I'm going to be posting just videos from my online class, where I would be teaching HVAC and building automation. I'm trying to see how I can do that, but I understand a lot of people don't learn. I don't learn a lot. They learn a lot by doing. But I mean, if there's some online classes and I can charge a reasonable fee and you guys can watch them and benefit, why not? But not everyone likes online classes because they want to do it. They want to be in front of the unit. And I get that. So we'll see. I tried, it's just an idea, but I tried doing I'm trying to do this membership thing with YouTube where I guess you put a tier and you can pay. And with those that are the members for that tier, I can do a lesson with you, a personal lesson, and I can be in front of a unit. So a lot of you guys do like that. You know what we can do too? I just got an idea. If you guys are open to it, or one of you guys, I should probably start telling other people that I know. But when you guys go to a call, and it might work, it might not. But when you guys go on a call, service call, we can have it where maybe I have you're on the phone with me, but video, and I can record that and put it on my channel. But at the same time, I'll be helping you for free on your service call. So it benefits both. I think it would be, the only thing is you would have to have somewhere to record, like a service call tech. Yeah, there we go. Why not, right? But it would involve a little bit more work on your end, just because you would have to record and troubleshoot. So having a good, I don't know, a head cam of some sort, a head mount cam. I think they have them on your forehead. You have some here. I have, I have one that you can put around your neck, and I'm gonna have to share that at some point. But I have one you can put here, and then and I'm not good with troubleshooting. I heard GoPro's good, so GoPro would be nice. I don't mind GoPro, but I think that would work. I think that would work, right? I have to figure out how we can do that. So if you're interested, shoot me an email. It's Pioneer HVAC Controls at outlook.com. And it's on my channel. You'll see it under, for my personal information, it's my business email, Pioneer HVAC Controls, which is my YouTube channel, at outlook.com. And if you can get a camera, a GoPro of some sort, it's on the channel, correct. If you can get some sort of, because it's hard, I've tried it, where I have my leads, my meter with my phone. It's really hard to troubleshoot at the same time with your phone. You have to grab two leads. It's really hard. You need to have and it could be a cheap GoPro or something, and we could even do it live too. Live would be a bit different, but we can do a video though. No pressure. We can do a video, and we can do it so that you're on that end, and I see you, and we can be talking through video. And then I can be on the phone, and I get to shoot that content, and I get to keep the video. Let me go ahead and report this. This is okay. Sorry about that. I think we got some spams there. Yeah. So I think that would be good, right? I think that would be good. Hey, that's a good idea. You know what? Sí tenemos los Ray-Bans. La única cosa que no me gusta, the only thing that I don't like about the Ray-Bans is that you can only do 3 minutes at a time. I believe you can do it if you do a live video on the Ray-Bans. You can do as much as you want. If you want to do videos for what I want to do, you can only do 3 minutes, 3 minutos, 3 minutes at a time. So it's a little bit harder. So, but I could do it for my videos. But yeah, it would be almost a FaceTime, but I would like to record it. I would definitely like to record it so that I could put it on YouTube. And you know what? That benefits me, my channel, and I'll help you on your service call for free, you know? I think it's a win-win, but I have to figure that out. I don't know how to do it so that I can record you. I don't know. I'm trying to think out loud how to do that. So if you guys have any ideas, reach out to me. Pioneer HVAC Controls at outlook.com. Did you ever work residential? How did you put up with noisy clients? Well, I'll tell you, Zoom call with screen recording. Yeah, I think that's going to be good. I'm going to have to do that. And with audio. I have to figure it out. Give me ideas. Send them to my email. I'm on board. I'll help you guys out. The timing might not, we're going to have to work out with the timing, but I do have time during the afternoon, early afternoon, the afternoon hours, and I can always kind of make time for that. But noisy clients, I mean, man, that's a whole different, I wanted to do a video on customer service, but yeah, that's hard. That's hard. So you have to really, it's all like psychology behind dealing with noisy clients. My favorite one is when they say, oh, like let's say you charge, I don't know, $200 for a capacitor. It's just an idea. $200 for a capacitor, and like, oh, can you give me a good price? I got more work for you. That's a lie. They don't have more work. They want to just get you to sell that job, or get you to charge less. But a lot of the times that's not true, and I've fallen under that. So you could just say, well, that's okay. I already have a lot of work. Thank you. And then stick with your $200 or whatever you price. But noisy clients, you try to win them. Sometimes you can't win, but you win them with love. Talk about their grandparents. Talk about their grandkids on the refrigerator. Can I remove my booties? Make conversation. Don't smell, right? Coming in, be mindful. That goes a long way. And first impressions, they matter a lot. So the first impressions, you got to be careful with that, keeping yourself clean and all that. but it takes time to build that. So just be patient with yourself. I'm gonna have to let you guys go, but let me figure that out. I think I'm on board with doing that because it will benefit. I think no one's doing that on YouTube, right? That would be cool. Where I guess you guys have seen it. You have the YouTube, you have the web browser, the video on YouTube, and you got yourself right here recording, and you guys can be funny, say hi, but and then you got a little video of myself on the right top, on the top corner, on the right top corner, and then I'm communicating. We're going back and forth. I don't think no one's doing that. I think that would be a good idea. I would like that. Of course, it would if it's chillers and a bunch of other crazy stuff. That would be crazy, but it has to be residential, light commercial, or even building automation. I would be down for that. That's such a great idea. That's why I love ideas. That's the only one that I don't think no one's doing that. So if I can connect with you guys like that, that would be great. I just want to make sure I get the recording right. I can do it from my house. You guys, wherever you're at. Oh, Miguel, man, thank you. You're the one that gifted me last time $20, man. And you didn't have to. I thank you. I thank you from my heart. I really appreciate that. You didn't have to do that. So thank you out of the bottom of my heart. I appreciate that, Miguel. Thank you. So Pioneer HVAC controls at outlook.com. So this is what we're talking about, those that are joining. Pioneer HVAC controls at outlook.com. That's my email. The idea is where I can be sitting somewhere. You're welcome, Miguel. I can be sitting somewhere on my computer and I can hear you. You can hear me. I'm recording it. And then you on your end having it would have to be your phone somehow. It would have to be maybe your phone or some type of product that we can live stream and then record it at the same time through Zoom or something. And then I would record the whole thing and put it on YouTube. I think that would be great. Put that on YouTube. And then I would help you for free. So it's a win-win, right? It's a win-win. It would help my YouTube channel, and then I can help you on your call, you see? So I think that would be good. So Pioneer HVAC controls at outlook.com. Send me any ideas, and then we can communicate and we can talk. That's awesome, Esteban. If it's a video interview, make sure you go nice, don't slouch, go nice and ready. Don't wear a hat or put some stuff on your hair. I mean, if you have any, I'm already losing my hair. And then if it's a phone interview, then phone interview, you can always follow up, right, to see what they say. But I always like in person so they can see who I am. But I wish you the best, Esteban. So Pioneer HVAC Controls, which is my YouTube channel, at outlook.com. I'm gonna confirm that. Yep. So Pioneer HVAC Controls, like my YouTube channel, right? Pioneer HVAC Controls at outlook.com. Send me ideas, send me emails, send me how we can do that, FaceTime or shooting, so I can record and I can help you and we can take it from there. After recovering 410A, what can the refrigerant be reused? I mean, you should be able to, unless it's acidic in the compressor, you had a compressor burnout, you should be able to reuse it. It's only when you're charging that you gotta charge the liquid. When you're recovering, it doesn't really matter. But I'm not a company guy, so I'm not hiring, but that's the plan. I'm trying to get my contractor's license 3 months, and we'll see what happens after that. Guys, I got the evening students coming in, so I gotta go. But you got my email. I don't think I can put it here, right? I don't think so. But you guys got my email. And let me know. Send me ideas, okay? You guys take care. Be safe. Have a good one. Bye.